Sanctions, missiles, and global power plays. What do they all have in common? Pakistan just found out the hard way. The United States has imposed sanctions on Pakistan's missile program, and the ripple effects could be massive. But here's the real question. What does this mean for regional security, global diplomacy, and Pakistan's already fragile economy? Stick around, because the answers will surprise you, and they're not all what you'd expect. First, let's unpack the sanctions themselves. The US accuses Pakistan of violating international agreements by advancing missile technologies that could destabilize the region. These sanctions aren't just about freezing assets or banning exports. They're designed to cripple Pakistan's ability to develop, procure, and deploy advanced missile systems. So basically, Pakistan's missile program just got ghosted by the global economy. Swipe left on missile tech, am I right? But why now? That's the million-dollar question. The timing of these sanctions is anything but random. With rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific and South Asia, the US seems to be sending a clear message, not just to Pakistan but to other nations watching closely. It's like a high-stakes poker game where everyone's holding their cards a little too close. But here's where it gets really interesting. What's the connection between these sanctions and Pakistan's ties with China? And could this be the beginning of a much bigger geopolitical shift? Let's talk about the elephant, or should I say dragon, in the room, China. Pakistan's missile program has long been supported by Chinese technology and funding. These sanctions might not just isolate Pakistan, they could push it further into Beijing's orbit, and that has implications far beyond South Asia. Could this deepen the divide between global superpowers and spark a new Cold War? Or is this just another bump in the road? By the way, do you think China's missile tech comes with a Made in China sticker asking for a rival? But it's not just geopolitics at stake here. Pakistan's economy is already teetering on the edge, and these sanctions could push it into a full-blown crisis. With limited access to global markets, rising inflation, and a struggling defense budget, the question isn't just how will Pakistan respond, but can it afford to respond? And yet, despite all this, there's a surprising silver lining to these sanctions, one that could reshape Pakistan's defense strategy altogether. What is it? Hold tight, we're almost there. Here's the twist. Sanctions have historically forced nations to innovate. Could Pakistan's missile program take an unexpected turn towards self-reliance or alternative technologies? Or will this pressure lead to new alliances that could redefine the balance of power in the region? Imagine a missile powered by sheer determination and a little bit of borrowed tech. Sounds like a plot twist, doesn't it? Speaking of plot twists, Pakistan's defense future might already be taking shape in the skies. If you're curious about how the FC-31 Gerfalcon could transform Pakistan's economy and its place in the world, check out my next video. Click the link on your screen now, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into tech and global power plays.